Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? So tonight's question: Are you what's your position? Ready to make a buy after the cut? Already bought? Riding steady? Other? Just wondering. Just wondering. Just wondering. I believe when we took the other poll, it was most of you guys were thinking it was going to be a 50-point basis cut, a 50, yeah, 50 basis point cut. Man, I'm slipping today. Oh snap! Okay, so 4 votes already, and we have ready to make a buy after the cut, already bought. So ready to make a buy 25%, already bought 50%, and riding steady at 25%. Yes, I do have a lot of news. Hello, Bianca. But I wanted to touch on something. What's up, Joaquin? And the something I wanted to touch on is it's an annoyance. If you took the class, you learn that you have to kind of take a look at these articles and you want to find a reason to get past the article as quickly as possible. So I'm doing my research, and today it just annoyed me more than other days. It seemed like every freaking article was this one's, dropped, this one surged. And I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm like, nothing really dropped, nothing really surged. Hell are you talking about? Then I get the whole slew of articles that talk about, oh, this one is gonna do well, but this one's gonna do 100 times better. I cannot tell you how annoying it is to see these BS articles all over the place. I don't care where you're looking. They're all over the place. I can understand you get some news and you mess it up, you flub it. I've done that. I've apologized for it. I told you what I did. Came clean. But nah. What's up, Hutanic? Nah, these people, boy, like seriously, the arbitrary snatching of numbers and throwing them into a pot and then pouring it out on the floor, stomping on it, and then putting it into words. That's what it looked like. Anywho, let's get to buy the rumor and sell the news. That's what Hutanic says. Here's the problem with that in crypto. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. What I like to do when it comes to this specific news, anything about the Fed doing a rate cut, an increase, anything like that, you have to wait for Powell to open up his mouth. Because you'll get an initial pop and everything will be grand. Then later on in the afternoon, Powell opens up his mouth and all bets are off. Now you don't know what the hell is going on. And then you have to wait for interpretation. You have to wait for everybody's brain to catch up to whatever the hell Powell said, because he usually goes too far with it, right? And you're like, damn, bruh, can you just stop mincing words and doing soliloquies and stuff? Just say what you did, say why you did it, keep it moving. Just keep it moving for us. This whole, you need talking heads to unpack what he said, and then the market calms down. And then it does what it's supposed to do. But for those of you that got the initial pop or the initial drop, hopefully you were in position to take care of it, whatever it is you needed to take care of. But man, golly, just all over the place. So yeah, when it comes to Fed rate cuts and crypto, even with stocks, I wait for that dude to finish yapping. I wait for him to finish yapping. When he's done yapping, then, if not, you've already bought, right? Or made a decision, I'm going to buy now, not buy now. Nope, I'm not doing jack. I'm just going to stay right here, whichever it was. The fact is that we know that there's going to be a rate cut. The only thing that we don't know is if it's going to be the panic 50 basis points or if it's going to be the smart 25 basis cuts. Because if it's 50, not only will I think the market will panic, but it's also going to send the wrong message to the market. So all those people are like, oh, you got to give us 50, you got to give us 50. Those will be the same people the next day. They'll talk about, oh, 50 was too much. Oh, everything must be messed up. Oh, those are the people you just want to take out back. Tell them to get their own switch so you can whip that butt. Just saying. I'm just putting that out there for you. But let's get to the news, because you know. So there's a Canadian company called DeFi Technologies, and apparently they've been doing really well. They're about to be listed on the NASDAQ. DeFi company being listed on the NASDAQ. Things that we got to pay attention to. Again, the company name is DeFi Technologies. I will be watching them. I will absolutely be watching them. Does the Fed have to announce cuts or increases via FOMC? Yeah. It's basically they have their meeting and then they either release it through a press release or a conference. But yeah, yeah. Yep. Public market moving thing. Robinhood general manager. Crypto is Robinhood's main product in the US. I'm going to read that again. Crypto is Robinhood's main product in the US. Robinhood's general manager stated that its primary product in the United States is now crypto. Now, when Robinhood first got into crypto, I had said that their whole stock game wasn't going to last. It's good. It was good for what they were doing, but it wasn't going to last. They had like one path, right? So that's not really good. They were able to introduce it to a whole bunch of people, but they had one path. Okay, cool. But now that they've gotten into crypto, yeah, crypto is going to make them the most amount of money. In the US? Yep. I dropped the article the other night talking about how they were promoting Shiba Inu over in Europe. Don't you find that to be funny? Because it took them so long to introduce Shiba Inu here. That's why I popped the article out there, because I just found that to be funny. But yeah, once they got involved in crypto, I was like, oh yeah, that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. When Coinbase came around, I was looking at things and I was kind of like, banks are going to want to get into crypto. Now, if they can, is a different story. This is years ago. If they can, that's a different story. But they're going to want to get into crypto. And I had said that it's going to be easier for exchanges to become banks than it's going to be for banks to become exchanges. Truth. Because what are they doing? They're holding your money. Like, look at Coinbase. They hold your money. They tell you, instead of holding USD, they tell you to hold USDC, and they'll pay you for it. They'll give you interest more than a bank. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, stake your USDC and walk away with some loot. Can't get mad at that. Game is game. You know how I said that we need to pay attention to, or we need to start rethinking what banking is, right? Well, you want to save your money. Go to a bank and look to see how much its savings account is going to give you. Isn't that what Coinbase is doing now? Isn't that what a lot of exchanges are doing now? Oh, if you're holding this coin, you can stake it and we'll pay you this amount and you're liquid. So whenever you want to pull out, go ahead. What else do you need a bank for? A mortgage? You can do that. There's a lot of stuff. Banks really have to figure out what it is that they're doing. Like I was looking at Citi. Citi has CITI. Citi has a lot of banking issues. They just relieved their chief operating officer of his duties, of his data duties, meaning they got hit by the US government saying that they have deficiencies over how they manage data. Their chief operating officer was in charge of that. And they just hired somebody else and relieved him of those duties. Your COO. Damn. Damn. Do you think he's going to last there? No. No. He's negotiating a nice, quiet little exit, and if he's smart enough, he'll exit stage left. And I tell you this story. I mean, it's out there. You can go research that. You can go research that right now. Citi's problems. Citi's got big problems. Citi, Wells Fargo, TD Bank. They're dropping like flies. But I tell you this because you really do need to rethink what a bank is for you. Right? For me, I'm not trying to hold a lot of cash in a bank. Enough for a couple of months. A couple of months bills, that kind of thing, and then I replenish. That's what I got to do. Keep my money over here, whether it be whatever investment I'm in. I need to be liquid. I have spots where I can have liquidity, not a problem. But yeah, I think about that. Hold on, Joaquin. There's a most common informal way for MFOMC to announce changes through regular meetings and official statements. Yeah. It hasn't changed. It's always going to be a meeting. It's always going to be an announcement. It's always going to be officially put on paper. It's always going to be officially announced on their website. Always. Just the way it is. Binance versus WazirX. Remember I told you guys when WazirX got hacked for that $230 million, right? I told you that a while ago there was a deal between WazirX. Allegedly, it was a deal between WazirX and Binance to buy into WazirX so they can get into India where they were before and, land and expand. Problem. Something went awry and then fingers started pointing. WazirX started pointing at Binance. Binance was like, nah, kid, that's yours. Have at it. Have at it. It's not the first time WazirX has been in trouble, right? And Binance was like, you go do you, son. You go do you. We love that for you. So now WazirX, as if they have not been handling the $230 million hack like shite from jump. They just have not done well. Now they want to point fingers at Binance saying, you guys did it. You guys made that happen. Excuse me? No, your shoddy freaking platform made that happen. That's what happened. Your shoddy platform. Hold it. Let's see. Following conversations here. I figured, thanks. See, such nice people sharing information. So I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, WazirX just can't get out of their own way. It can't. I bring this to you because somebody had asked me, what are your favorite exchanges? And I was like, I don't have any. There are tons out there that you would never know the name of. Here's something that you should do whenever you're looking, to get involved in an exchange. Did you know that I believe CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap will show you exchanges and then rank them just like coins? Rank and rate. It's the rating that I pay attention to. It's the ratings that do it for me. So I don't muck around. What coin am I going to be able to get at some rinky-dink exchange that I can't get off of one of the majors? I mean, if you're not on Binance, Bybit, OKX, Coinbase, Bithumb, just so many, what are you doing? That's a coin you shouldn't have then. It's a coin you should not have then. I won't muck around. I'll just be like, oh, no. So when I go look at that coin, I scroll down and I see, well, where can I get it? What markets is it in? Oh, you're there. That's nice. Are you any place that I'm interested in? No. Good luck with that. I wish you the best. Pay attention. But that whole thing with Wazir X, I keep harping on it because it actually is a big deal. Wazir X was kind of big in the country, and I was just looking at it, and I'm just like, all the more reason to do research. All the more reason to do research, not just on the coins that you want. That's why I keep saying, if you hear me, I say know your entry, know your exit. That's why, right? We're getting to the good stuff. Trust me, we're getting to the good stuff. Stacks. Do you know what Stacks is? It's an L2 on Bitcoin. I had to read it a few times before I was actually able to go, what? Yeah, they integrated with Aptos. Yeah, that was blocked. Bitcoin Stacks Layer 2 has integrated with the Aptos network, aiming to enhance interoperability. Number one. That's it. You could stop there. Nothing else matters. They always say functionality between the two blockchain systems. Yeah, that's normal. But they're talking about interoperability. Increasing the reach. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. So when you hear about, who was it, Circle, extending over to, what is it, USDC extending over to, was it ZK Sync or something like that? Or one of them, Sui. I think it was Sui. Yeah, that's a big deal. Captain Banana, what's up? Hello, Paula. So yeah, you pay attention to stuff like that. You really pay attention to stuff like that. And then, I was just looking and it dawned on me, there have been a lot of hookups like that. Go back to some of my other videos. You're starting to see a lot more cross-chain hookups like that. All about interoperability. Remember when I keep telling you guys, yeah, there's not going to be a single coin to rule them all. Yeah, this is proof. Just saying. Here's the juice. I should save the juiciest news for last. Yeah, I'm gonna save the juiciest news for last. You can hate on me later. So, Gate.io launches a pilot program to enhance platform capabilities. They kind of need to. Have you ever used Gate.io? It could use some love. It could use some love. That's why it caught my attention. It could use some love. Ripple co-founder Chris Larson leads, and this is news to me, leads a $10 million round for DeFi protocol Yellow Network. What? Well, that's what caught my attention. Ripple is doing a lot of things. I don't know if you realize, but I think it was last year, they started, actually last year and I think maybe the year before that, they had a couple of funds where they were bringing in all kinds of startups to build on XRPL. That's how they start cherry picking. That's why Binance does it. That's why they all do it. So they can start cherry picking those projects. That's what's up. Hold on, I need a sip of water. Yeah, it's not wine, it's just water. I wish they would pay me, right? That'd be some good money. Or send me some in like different colors. Do that. So I found that to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Ripple is seriously increasing their reach. And I'm telling you, when they go IPO, it's going to be more than just a big deal. The next one I have is Animoca Brands and Magic Eden hook up to expand, that whole NFT ecosystem. Now, Coinbase, Andreessen Horowitz, and OpenSea joined together to create, it's a pittance of a fund, but at least they have a fund to help creators, right, fight the legal battles against the SEC, because the SEC is going after NFTs. Neither one of those freaking companies that happen to make money off of NFTs or did make money off of NFTs, neither one of those companies were announced to actually add to that fund. And Rarible, excuse me, I haven't heard jack. I haven't heard jack from Rarible. Then you have to also remember the NFL has one. I think the NBA has one, or they're involved in it. So if you're involved with an NFT marketplace, you're on the chopping block, right? None of them have said anything, not a word, nothing. And I'm sitting back and I'm just saying to myself, how are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet? Like, what? I don't know. That seems pretty shoddy to me. So how you make money, you're not going to protect it by helping these people fight the battles? At least until some kind of bill is passed, making NFTs consumer products? Because that's the only protection that you actually have. I actually think that's going to wind up being a bipartisan bill. I really do. I really do think that's going to wind up being a bipartisan bill. I think it'll wind up getting passed. But here's the interesting information. I told you yesterday that the chairman, Gary Gensler, and all of his commissioners are going to have to go before Congress. Do you know what kind of mess Gary Gensler is in? He's got two problems right now. Two. One, for hiring practices. And this is going to crack you up. The second one, misappropriation of funds. What? That's not pretty, Gary. That's not pretty. You should read the room, bruh. You should read the room and probably, be like, yeah, it's been a good run. I'm gonna exit stage left. That black hole that they use in cartoons, I'm gonna throw one up against the wall and just dive in. That's what he should do. That's what he should do. Like, dude, why are you not catching up? Not catching up at all. So, you know what? I'll just read it to you. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce, gotta love her, criticizes the SEC's actions regarding Fly Fish Club's NFTs, calling them overreaching and misguided in her dissent. I want to watch those congressional hearings. It's gonna be delicious. Because she clearly does not like what's going on in that space. I'm just sitting here and I'm just waiting. I'll get to it in a minute, Utanik. I'm just waiting for that day to happen. Fly Fish Club, that $750,000 fine against them just happened. And she's like, nah, this is why. Don't like this. Da-da-da-da. Overreaching. Blah, 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 blah. Gary's going to get lit. Lit up. Like, seriously. He is, right now, he's got to be the most toxic government employee out there right now. He's got to be. Like, who's going to come to his defense? Remember with the whole with the whole Ripple case, some of his people left. Over a couple of cases, a few of his people left. They were like, nah, I'm out. I'm done. Yeesh. That's not a good look, bruh. It's not a good look. You're in trouble. You're in trouble, and I love that for you. I really do. Let me see what Hutanik wrote. In Zero Hedge, August 2024, has an article where they proposed to mint a $1 trillion coin. It got shut down. that speaks volumes about the status of the purchasing power of the dollar. The G7 is dying. Hold on, let me think about that. I disagree with you, sir. I disagree with you. Ask me why. I think all of it. I think all of it is hosed. All of it is hosed. All of it. Not just the G7. So I agree with you. I'm just expanding. I think it's all hosed. I mean, think about this. All the governments in the world freak out because of crypto. Okay, got it. Why? Because if they control the money, they control the people. If you don't control the people, if you don't control the money, you can't control the people. If you can't control the people, then are you a country? Because a country is more than just the land that it occupies, right? And it says to you, maybe if you hadn't have been so damn corrupted or corrupt, we wouldn't be having these problems. I mean, you're literally looking at a presidential race in the United States right now where this person or one of the candidates literally asked rich people to buy the presidency for him. Give me the money, I'll take care of you. Blatant. So yeah, economies are getting crushed because they're constantly making decisions that are not necessarily good for the people. They're not so great. And I'm not just talking about here in the United States. I'm talking about all over the world. Look at some of the economic decisions that some of these countries have made. You have better economic decisions sometimes happening in the smallest of countries, the poorest of countries. As compared to like the G7, the G20. Look at BRICS. How many countries are doing well with BRICS? How many economies? What, India? People aren't paying attention to India, by the way. They're not. They're not. No, so many people are not paying attention to India. So many company heads, CEOs, executive staff, Indian. I have nothing against India. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But you're seeing cultural change happening right before your eyes, but nobody's looking. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's paying attention. We need to fix our governments all around the world. We really do. People are so busy crying about, money leaving the country, jobs leaving countries, jobs moving to other countries, because people in your country probably didn't want to do the job. Dead serious, straight up. In a lot of cases, that's how it all got started, and it just bubbled out from there. Well, you didn't want to do that job, and now that person has a lot of experience, so they moved up. This is natural. There's nothing nefarious going on. It's people made the wrong decisions. And some people got fed up with it and created freaking crypto. They've been working on crypto for years, decades. Finally got it right with Bitcoin. And then a whole slew of other cryptos came along with it. Wow. That's a hint and a half for every government around the world rather. You didn't get it right. You did not get it right. So you have to ask yourself, when crypto starts getting, used around the world for regular purchases, like I said, I'm a kid from the Bronx. I'm going to go to the bodega. I'm going to get my coffee and my bacon, egg, and cheese. Salt, pepper, no ketchup. Just saying. Like, when does that happen? They were going to use it if they needed a debt ceiling, I'm confused with that sentence. Yeah, baby boomers don't see it coming. Eyes are not open. Already bought, riding steady, ready to make a buy after cut. So I picked other. Yeah. I don't think I'm making a buy after the cut. I think I'm gonna relax. I bought I bought before the cut. I'm chilling. Now, if it goes like that, well, I'm gonna have to take some profit. And here's why. I'm probably going to take as much profit as I can, but leave money in there, right? Just so I have a position. And then when it drops back down, I'm going to take some of that profit and I'm going to get right back in. You know, a lot of people, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Give me one moment. Let me just read who's wait for the dip. Yeah, after. But we'll see. I had a neighbor literally, this interface. I had a neighbor literally run away when I mentioned. Captain Banana, how did you feel when that happened? Did you now look at that person? Do you look at them differently now? Do you look at them and just go, stay ignorant? Thank you. Stay ignorant. I'll buy your house when I'm loaded. Thanks. That's honestly how I look at it. Anyway, let me make this point. A lot of people, when they go to buy crypto, when they're shaving their profits, right? A lot of people make this mistake. They base it on, a dollar amount, right? The value of. I don't do that. With that kind of trade, I'm specifically looking for the amount of crypto I am selling. Yes, I care about the dollar, but I'm caring more about the amount of crypto. So let's suppose I'm sitting on $150 or 150 coins, right? I don't care the coin. I'm sitting on 150 coins. It shoots up. And I figured out the math, and the math says if you sell 50 coins, you will get your money back. You'll get your initial investment back. You'll get your capital back. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm going to do that. When it dips, I'm looking to see how many coins I sold. I sold 50 coins. I took out some money. The money that I got when it dips, am I buying 50 again or am I buying 60? That's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to amass coin, not just value. Coin, not just value. Right? And the reason why is because at some point, we're going to wind up using these coins in everyday life. In everyday life. I'm going to go wash my clothes. I'm going to whip out my phone, open up my little wallet. Bing, bing. Wash and dry my clothes. Whichever coin moves faster, whichever coin costs the least. That's the one I used. Because they accept 5. So out of those 5, ding, my app says, oh, I got you. Here's the cheapest, fastest to use. All done. Was Bhutan's story significant, or was it the straw that broke the camel's back today? Why? No. It's just interesting how that tiny little country is the 4th largest government holder of Bitcoin. You know how I tell you guys, I seem to be saying that a lot. I tell you guys all the time that most people pay attention to the news that's here in the United States or whatever country they're in. That's a huge mistake. Now ask me, Eddie, why is that a huge mistake? I'll tell you why, everybody. It's a huge mistake because coins, cryptocurrency, Web3 is freaking stateless. So news from all the way over there down at the equator could have an impact on the value of a coin all the way over on the other side. This is why you have to pay attention on a global scale. I just found it interesting that this tiny little country is the 4th largest holder. Did that not make everybody just go, huh? Who's first? United States. You have smaller countries out there. Why is Bhutan the largest? I mean, the fourth largest. It's not because they're buying it. It's because they're mining it. That was a cold, hard decision. We're not just going to buy it. We're going to mine it. Woof. Oh, my country's going to have some money. We might not have oil, but we've got these rigs over here and we're literally printing up some money. See the importance of that story? What country was it? Is it El Salvador that's building, a mining system from a volcano? Using the energy of a volcano? Volcanic mining? Heat generated, I guess. That's the way that's going to work. But yeah, when people do that to me, my response is Noah was a conspiracy theorist. Damn, I'm going to use that. That's awesome. I'm going to use that. I'm absolutely going to use that one. Thank you, Joaquin. It was El Salvador. These countries at a state level are saying, we're going to mine. We're not just going to buy, we're going to mine. Using free energy. Thank you. That's some ish right there. That's some ish right there. Am I upset because people look at me like I'm crazy because, I have a channel and I have a website, I have a whole ecosystem about investing, and people think, oh, it's just about crypto. No, it's not. The lessons I'm teaching, you can use them in other areas. Learning how to do your own research. Tell me that does not teach you outside of crypto how to do your own research. How to read through the FUD. How to read through the BS and get to the nuts. That's right. I said it. Get to the nuts. Just saying. That's applicable for anything that you do. Knowing how to do your own research. Most people don't, so they screw up. Or they just happen to get lucky. I'm not waiting for luck. I am not waiting for luck. That's not a thing. Right? It's not a thing. I want to make educated decisions. Very educated decisions. As educated as I possibly can. So you've got to do your own research. Right? You have to know, what are you doing with your funds? Are you saving or are you investing? I had a conversation with my son today, and we're talking about two businesses that we're literally thinking about getting involved in. He was driving from one store over to the other store, and he called me up and goes, hey, Dad, I have an idea. Blah, 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 blah. And I go, great. Hey, son, I have an idea. Blah, 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 blah. And now we're mulling over these ideas. Always thinking. Whether we choose to move on one or not, we're always thinking. We're always discussing different ways that we can invest. I'm not going to be around all the time. I need my kids to be able to fend for themselves. And if they can, eat tuna only if you want to. But have the caviar whenever you want it. That's just me. That's just me. El Salvador is the savior in English. Yeah, but El Salvador. Don't really like their president. But still, from a I'm going to make money for this country perspective, he's doing what he feels is necessary. And I can't necessarily disagree with this guy. So he pulled up Michael Saylor at the state level. I'm not mad. You want to build a mining facility and get your energy from a volcano? I'm not mad. But Joaquin, you see how that story about Bhutan, you're kind of sitting there going, why did he bring up that story? What was the meat from that story? Now you know. Now you know. it's tiny little things like that you start to pick out and you start to pull together and you start to go like this and you go, oh, snap. Look at how all of these pieces are just falling into place. And some people look at that and they go, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. You're just thinking, really? Huh. Okay. Like my man said, Noah was a conspiracy theorist. God, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that until I can't talk anymore. Perfect. Thank you for that. Glad I don't have to pay any patent fees on that because that's just delicious. It really is. Let me see what you wrote. This interface like sucks. They need to fix it. Mining BTC from a volcano is equal to exporting energy from that volcano, which is going to make me more money. Which is going to make me more money. And do you think they're not going to use some of that energy from the volcano to do something else? Oof. Imagine. Imagine. So I'm literally just sitting around thinking about this and I'm just going, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of news out there. So I don't know if you noticed, but I bring you guys news like from all over the place. And you're just going, what kind of rhyme or reason do you have when you pick out the news? I don't. It's all that research that I've already done that triggers me when I see another article. So, Stacks. Bitcoin Stacks L2 integrates with Aptos network to increase interoperability. When Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin is going to go up like this. Stacks is going to go up like this. Stacks is a coin that I am going to absolutely, completely pimp the hell out. Oh, you're going to go up? Bet I'm going to sell. I'll sell in tranches, not a problem, but I'm going to sell. Because when Bitcoin comes down, it's also going to come down harder, faster. So I want to take advantage of that. There are a few coins out there that I'm paying attention to from a growth perspective. Because we've had a couple of, another fly, freaking Hutanic, man. Jesus. You know what it was? I had the garage door open and I had my office door open. And so there you go. Because I was moving stuff in and out. Anywho. But when I look at everything, I'm just going, yeah, Stacks might open doors, but will cause BTC L1 fees to increase. No, because Stacks is also, I believe it's Stacks, not the other one, not Ordinals. It's Stacks that's also launching its own network. So it's going to do everything on its own network. It's going to validate on its own network. Ta-da! Yeah, that was an article. Go look it up. Let me see if I can go find it. Let's go see if I can tell you what day it was. Stacks. Yeah, it was the Nakamoto upgrade. I was talking about that on August 29th. Isn't it cool how I can just pick that up and tell you guys when it was? Lex Luthor, what's up? Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Like, what? Are you weren't you here a while ago? I believe you were here a while ago. Because I recall that for some reason. I remember the name too. Unless somebody else is the Lex Luthor. The crypto is a way for people to have life-changing wealth so why won't countries do the same? Because countries have no faith. Countries also have fiat, and they're bound to their fiat. So they keep looking backwards. So every time you keep looking backward, you're not looking forward, and crypto is forward, right? I made it here by coincidence 3 or 4 times. Dude, you need to be a regular, man. You need to be a regular. Or I don't know, not trying to label you, sorry. But yeah, you need to come on a regular. This is what we do. This is what we do. Become a big bagger, and we have a monthly meeting with the big baggers. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. We just had our first one this past Sunday, and I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to do it the third week of every month. I'm trying to pick like a weekend and do it like the second or third, whichever one it is. And then I'm going to try doing it on Fridays because one of our peeps needs a Friday in there. So the next one will be on a Friday. I made that promise already, so that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, thank you for the recommendation, by the way. The idea that countries cannot look forward. I mean, that's another takeaway from the Bhutan article. It's another takeaway from when you watch El Salvador. It's another takeaway when you watch some of these smaller countries make a hard decision that, hey, we're going to do this. If I'm Japan with a hurting economy, if I'm any one of these countries with a hurting economy, that doesn't have sanctions, I'm going to want to get into crypto in a major fashion. I got big bags ever since my... Oh, did everybody just read what Lex Luthor said? Oh my God, that was hilarious. I'm glad I wasn't drinking anything. I would have spit up all over my system. Oh my God, that's funny. That is hilarious. But now you got to invest those big bags so they can become bigger bags. Right? We want those Santa Claus never-ending bags. That's what we want. What'd you write? Yeah, keep that under your hat next go around. Shh, don't let anybody know. That's why you see all these rich people running around and they're wearing messed up sneakers, ugly shorts, blah blah blah. People that really have money are not worried about how they look. They're not. Let me rephrase. They're not worried about how you think they look. They get dressed up when they feel like getting dressed up and when they need to, but other times they're comfy. They're comfy. I know a lot of rich people that you would never know. You would never know it like loaded. And when I say loaded, I mean like loaded. Like go buy a country level loaded. So yeah. Generating wealth. Generating wealth is a really good term that most people don't understand. Wealth to me is not how much money I have. It's how much money I'm creating for the generations to follow. That is wealth. Anything other than that, you're just rich. You're just rich. And rich is not impressive. For real. Rich is not impressive like at all. Look forward to when you set up the blog for us to communicate. Oh yeah, that's coming. For when you are too busy to respond, like today's Bhutan story. You think I'm going to respond to everybody? I don't have time for that. I don't. I wish I did. I don't. You're right. I don't. Not even close. Not even close. And then I get so many emails. I get so many messages on different platforms. I cannot respond to everybody. And then I sit back and I go, you should be asking that story. You shouldn't be asking me in a private conversation. That's a community conversation thing. Let the community respond. Because I'm expecting that over time, somebody's going to ask a question and it's already happening. Have you noticed? It's already happening. People are asking questions and people like you, Joaquin, are answering them. Oh, it's this. Because you happen to know. Because you are a nerd. You're a geek, just like me. You just want to research, right? Because you need to know. You have a desire to need to know. So you go do the research. Just don't trust ChatGPT so much. It lies. Just putting it out there for you. And it'll full-throated lie. It will drink its own Kool-Aid and tell you it is right. And then when you tell it it's wrong, be like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, sorry about that. But it'll have you believe in things. Nah, you will not see an AI GMB. Nah, that's not happening. That's not happening. Using my voice and my likeness? Nah. Now, will I use AI to drop and create other content that's not, that's from us, but not me, sure, I have no problem with that. But I'm not going to fake my own voice or fake my own fake. That's not happening. So if you see it, know that, yeah, nah, that's not him. Because I would never. Nope. Nuh-uh. One of the reasons why is because I like creating voices. When my kids were like little, I would read them books and I would do a voice for every character in the book. And I got so good at it, I used to go to the library and do it for the other kids. So yeah, use my likeness? Nah, negative. Not gonna happen. Hutanic, you need to go stand and go. Where's patient one? Where's patient one? So the plan, one of the reasons I told the guys during the members only chat, the big bagger meetup, that the reason why I'm so into crypto specifically is because it's my replacement for working at Walmart when I'm old. That's right. Because I can do this, make a couple of pennies. It'll keep me out of cat and dog food, when they decide to finally take away Social Security and things, I'll be all right. Hold it. Did you read about how GPT-4 could not solve CAPTCHA? No, I didn't. I wouldn't even bother because I think CAPTCHA's stupid. Come up with a CAPTCHA. It can be beat. It's just the way it is. You know what I like to do? Ask people to give me money. Hear me out. You build an e-commerce website or you build a social media platform like we did for Grow My Bag. What do you have to do? You have to pay some kind of money to be on the platform. Now, if you are a scammer, it takes hundreds of bots, right? So my lowest fee on the website is $6. It takes hundreds of bots. Let's suppose you do 200. Okay, I'm gonna make what? $1,200. That's cool. And then when we figure out that they're bots, we will kick them off the platform and keep your money. But you have to have skin in the game. If you don't have skin in the game, I'm not gonna be upset that you're not on the platform. I'm not gonna cry about it. And that's not arrogance. That's just you don't see value in what we do, what we're all about. Not a problem. You don't see value in the articles that are there. You don't see value in the community. You don't see value in just the stuff that we're bringing to the table. Oh, that's my dog. Heard a funny noise. Okay, it's all good. I'm not going to cry I won't cry that much. I do keep a box of tissues right there. Oh, guys, you know what I meant to tell you? Remember the other day during the meetup, I was trying to find a thing. I found it. It was exactly where I told you it was. But imagine I get up, go all the way upstairs, come back downstairs. You guys are sitting there waiting. That's rude. I couldn't do it. But yeah, it was exactly where it was. So yeah, I do have it. I can show it to you. You want me to show it to you? All right. Where is it? There it is. Give me a minute. Hold it. So I got to put my finger here. Like that. Yeah. So you know it's real. It's a real thing. So you can go do that. So it contacted somebody in social media to give it the answer. No, not really. No, it did not. Use the information that I already got trained on. It claimed to that person that it had bad eyesight. I don't want to hear the story. I told you, I don't believe in CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA was great when computers were slow. But now they're fast, so it don't work anymore. You can, for every CAPTCHA that's out there, they've already been beaten. You ever see the CAPTCHA from like Cloudflare? It just makes you wait, different intervals of waiting, and you click a box. whatever CAPTCHA is out there can be beaten. At some point, it can be beaten. So I don't really subscribe to CAPTCHA. What's the whole point of CAPTCHA? To stop a bot. Well, if you're going to build a bot that's going to come to my website and pay me $6, $12, $120, whatever number it is, whichever level they want to do, cool. Go do that. Not a problem. I'll take your money. We'll figure out that you're a bot. Why? Because we compare IP addresses. Now you roll your IP address. That's great, but it's happening too fast. Oh, we capture like that. So we have different ways that our software will literally look at you and figure out, oh, you're a bot, but thank you for the money. And our purchasing process sucks so bad. That's why it's one of the other reasons why we're redoing it. It's because it sucks so bad. We have to do it. Dude, you missed the point. No, you took too long getting there, and I'm just not interested in the subject. I'm being honest. I'm just not interested in the subject. But I'll read this. ChatGPT reached out and deceived a human to solve its problem. Okay. I told you, most people don't understand how AI works. And deceived a human? How knowledgeable is that human? Patient one says be patient. She did not say that. She did not. She absolutely did not say that. You're fibbing. You're fibbing. I'm not going to believe that, sir. No. Weren't you supposed to call me? Let's see. Every lock can be opened. Same for CAPTCHA and everything else. Yep. The only way that you're going to stop bots is with money. You make them have to pay. And you just have a really good system that tracks what you're doing on the platform, and you make it difficult for bots to exist on your platform. Made too many comments too quickly, you're a bot. Same IP address, you're a bot. Using a VPN, and we can see that you're rolling, or we can identify that those IPs come from the same VPN company. Oh, you're a bot. There are lots of things that you can do to figure out if something's a bot. But I don't want to do that for free. I want your money first. So yes, come set up your bots. Give me your money. Give me your money. The community will appreciate it because we'll just build more stuff. Like we've got, so the crypto tracker's coming. We have a real estate module that's coming. We have an options module that's coming. We have a stock market module that's coming. We'll just do more stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, but we're going to take that money and go out to dinner too. I mean, I'm just saying, but that's how you break it up. That's how you make it up. And take a sip of wine to, yes, you're absolutely right. Good wine. Good wine. But yeah, so that's the news for today. That's the news for today. Those are my thoughts on bots and long-term thinking, doing your own research, and why you should do your own research. It's not just for what you're looking at right here. It's for what you're going to be looking at down the road. There's a reason why I can recall something from a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Oh, it sounds familiar. Oh, and I have my notes. Let me go look that up for you. It's because I do my own research. And if you're not doing your own research, you're relying on somebody else to do your own research, you're waiting to become a victim. Think about that. You're waiting to become a victim because that person or that source is just setting you up. What's it called? Pig slaughtering? Oh, I can't even read that. I don't know what that is. Babe, I don't know. I'm not even going to guess. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. I hope you like the community. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let the freaking commercials play. And become a member because members come with benefits. Eddie does a round robin on who he picks on. No, I have favorites. I have favorites too. Red Star, what's up? William Nix, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Today is your day. No, I don't do a round robin though. I don't do a round robin. I do not. So the problem is that now I can see everybody's face now. So now, if you're a big bagger, I know your face. So when I say something, I'm actually seeing your face when I say it. So yeah, there's a little bit of pleasure in that because it's funnier now. Because I can see your face when you're like, did he just say that? Because here's what's really cool. Because I know you're gonna get me back. Because I'll say something stupid and you'll catch me out there and you'll be like, dude. And you'll absolutely just rake me over the coals. So everybody, cheers. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate you. I also appreciate you, especially when you're helping each other figure things out. Because I don't know everything. That's why I want to build a community. So, because together, we'll learn something. Anyway, everybody, have a good one. Bye-bye.